Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Stanford's offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Using his legs, it's Barrow. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this...
He's got it down the left side. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The play-action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And you don't want to start this game with two straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. A great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
On the ground, it's Love. Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Still on his foot, and the ball's free in the end zone. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Yeah, it seems about right. Defensive touchdown. Absolute catastrophe for this offense. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player to offensive player. Give me that 6.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Looking for space. It's Barrow. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They're trying, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Offense. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They cough it up inside their 3. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's 3. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, and it's happening in college football. We've got eyes on it. Check this out. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that high field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And now on second down for this offense. They're going to run it. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Holding. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Escapes trouble. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Using his legs, it's Love. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a gap. It's Barrow. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Powers through. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Can anyone catch him? The 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. You got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He'll pull it down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big 2 gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these 2 big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on the shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Makes the grab. It's Love. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jackson will throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Hard-hitting tackle. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more.
Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The offense starts with a short field. Comes out throwing on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the beatdown has ensued.
For this young fella, 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Hold it, open.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Keeps the legs moving. Running through contact. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. Defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it, open.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Coming after it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Gonna be a turnover. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we... Now on second down. Jackson will throw. They're bringing... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they got the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job.
And now the ball is... He goes down in the end zone. There's also a penalty marker, but I think it's going to be a safety either way. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got room at the 35. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Jackson gonna throw it. Getting some... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well,
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No shot to return that one as he back of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
and look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this guy.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. On 1st down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Carr. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss.
Looking to move it through the air.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they... we've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On second down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you just go over to the offense, be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. First down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score. Offense, get the stats.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Now the defense has got it going the other way. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play.
3:25.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Jackson will throw. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He's looking for a man on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, and the ball is wiggled. And that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on it, but they'll give up the deuce. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Now, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. He wants to throw. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He'll start this drive firing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get. You covered the kickoff well. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now
Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. All of us feeling very lucky to be here. Number one versus number two. It is built to this, and the college football world is just stopping to watch and see what happens in this game. It could very well be a preview of a playoff matchup, as we'll see the number two team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number one team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Ohio State's offense making their way on the field to open this game. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
To throw, it's Brown. The pass rush. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nice grab. It's Evans. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a quick grab. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep him short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. And that is no good. And with that miss, no change in the score. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. Second down after that run on the previous play. On the option, it's Brown. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that run produces a decent gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Motion now from the tight end. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And they'll set up with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Defense is coming in. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the defense has it.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding onto that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Back in motion now. Second down. They're going to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Cody.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Good job dealing with the footing. The PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Runs through the defender. It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Gets the ball on as he's hit, but it's incomplete.